off the alarm, barely opening one of my eyes, checking the time, and just go back to sleep. Waking up around 7 and realizing what on earth happened to me. Manor Toastmaster of the day and my fellow Toastmasters. Feeling something common? Are we on the same side? Yes, that's how I used to spend the very first few minutes of my day figuring out how to kickstart my day. Every morning, there's a debate between the two sides of my brain. One say, you are not used to wake up like this. You are not used to start your day in this way. You have changed. Just like Dayasiri Jayasekara says, Oya hungak venas vela. And the other side of my brain said, there's a pandemic going on. You have to take a good rest. You have to take a good sleep. And that debate drags till evening until finally I realize, no, from tomorrow, I'm going to start the way I used to. Guess what? Even the following day, the same scenario take place. Toastmasters and guests, I'm not used to start my day in this way. Every day, I used to wake up at 5, take a cold shower, pack myself for a morning workout, feeling more energetic, returning home, focusing on my work, and feeling that ultimate satisfaction about how I used to spend my day. The third wave has impacted almost every aspect of human life. So, my world-class morning routine. I used to believe that if I made this morning routine very correctly, successfully, so the rest of the day will follow. If I could, the rest of the day will fail. I couldn't continue my world-class routine for 2 weeks. I couldn't find that inner happiness, the inner motivation of myself. Having this 101 task in my to-do list, I couldn't find that motivation in myself. I don't know what to do. But sooner I realized I need to change my mindset. It's true that I can't control the outside world. But what if I try to control my mindset? It's true that situations don't act the way we expect. But what if I try to adjust myself and try to get the best out of every minute? My dear Toastmasters, the pandemic has impacted almost every aspect of our life. The way we used to talk, the way we used to walk, we can't meet regularly, we can't meet our friends, go on parties. Simply, we feel like we are disconnected. We feel like we are isolated. But there's something important that we almost forgot. If you go back in time, the time that we thought that we lived our life, the time that we were busy with our schedules, I bet every one of us would have thought, oh, I just need at least 1 week to stay at home. I bet every one of us expect and miss our mom's cooking. But guess what? These features has come to us in Ultra Pro Max mode. I just realized I need a small mental switch. I try to figure it out, more ways to connect with myself. I added those small changes in my morning routine, just like meditating, drinking more water, journaling, blogging, even though those are simple, I soon realized that the impact is not simple at all. Earlier, I used to start my day with a physical workout, but now I'm starting my day with meditating and journaling. I know my bicycle tire is becoming a bus tire, but that's all right. I know how to handle it. Just 1 week of hard work. You don't believe me? I accept your challenge. Toastmasters and guests. This new COVID, the new pandemic or new normal situation has impacted almost everything that we do. It's normal that we feel like we are not progressing towards our goal. We are always feeling that we go backwards and we almost forget who we are. But if you try to add those simple things, just like journaling, drinking more water, or simply meditating, sooner you realize that the impact is not simple at all. Because it is not about achieving your goal, but it's all about who you want to become in order to achieve your goal. The justice is your problem. Or do you have thoughts? Stand up for your rights. Bob Marley.
Humanity is something that is so special that we should always remember it and keep it in our hearts. And where humanity is there is human rights. Every single person all around the world, irrespective of their cultures, their creeds, and irrespective of what they believe in, we all have rights. Are you protecting your rights? Are your rights protected? And are you given everything that you are supposed to be given? Are you respecting others' rights? Question these things from yourself and from the people around you all throughout your life. So once when I was a kid, I remember one day while I was walking on the street, I just saw a pedestrian, and what he did made me think about humanity and where we stand. One beggar, one homeless person who was asking for change was struck by that pedestrian. So simple things like this can make you wonder about society and where society and humanity stands in this world, in this time span. So when these things are in front of you, when you see things like this, even small things, always stand up. Stand up for other people's rights, and they will return the favor. Get up, stand up for your rights. Over to you, Gamage.
Let me tell you in short, your speech was a reality check. And in my opinion, it was nothing short of fantastic. So let me get to what I actually liked about your speech. So to start off with, you were off to a brilliant start. You asked a question from the audience. You started off with this scenario. You engaged with us within a matter of minutes, and you connected with your audience on the first go itself. But what I feel like that added this spice to your speech was your content. That is, your content was very realistic. Now, I'm sure that most of us went through the same roller coaster ride during the lockdowns or during this whole quarantine scenario. You know, trying to work, procrastinating, mini mental breakdowns, and then giving up. I'm pretty sure most of us went through this same thing all throughout the whole process. And you actually took things another step closer by actually talking about this openly in front of an audience and relating to us. So it was very realistic in that way. But not only did you just talk about this downfall and the setback you went through, but you also gave us very realistic and very effective ways of overcoming them. Meditation, journaling, adequate hydration, those were actually eye openers. And I'm pretty sure the entire audience had ways of relating to them and also taking something from it. But to bring things full circle, you also added a very effective conclusion, which is that you encouraged us to be present in the moment, to know that things which used to suit us earlier on doesn't suit us anymore, and we have to make effective choices. So you actually concluded your speech with a brilliant take-home message, and that actually brought your speech full circle. So kudos to that. With all of these things, I believe that you made this fine fabric of a very effective to-do list, very realistic one. But of course, this fabric of your to-do list had a few tattered ends here and there. Let me tell you why I think so. So your stage movements. Now, I did see you moving, but you were pacing back and forth, which was not so effective, to be very honest. When you were talking about how you were confused, you could have moved forward. Ladies and gentlemen, have you ever been this confused? Move forward, use voice variations, connect with your audience. That way, because it's the virtual platform, we need to take an extra step to connect with our audience. So use voice variations whenever you are confused. Then how you found solutions? Did you know that I found solutions for these as well? Meditation, journaling, that way it adds this nice beat and a nice rhythm to your speech as well. So that helps you connect with your audience at a greater depth. So all in all, you fitted the content of your speech in a very realistic way to a very beautiful frame. But to work on, let's work on our stage movements, and also coupled with voice variation to connect with your audience at a better level. With that being said, well done on this speech, and I wish you all the best with your future speeches as well.
Thank you.